Welcome to another CPG webcast, a service of CPG Matters. I'm your host, John Karolewski. Thank you for joining us. Today we're talking about retail activity optimization, which basically is the optimization of standard retail execution processes done every day, from call planning to the activities performed in stores. Joining me to discuss this topic is Joe Bellini, CEO of AFS Technologies. Joe, how does retail activity optimization extend existing retail execution capabilities?
Well, hi, John. Thanks for moderating the conference today. Retail activity optimization, basically, it leverages data we already have in order to generate better outcomes through improved workflows and advanced analytics. Retail execution lays the foundation for retail activity optimization by enabling store-level field sales personnel or third-party agents in the delivery of the perfect shelf through promotional execution, merchandising, asset management, surveys, audits, and just overall performance management. From a field perspective, it's mobility-enabled, native to any mobile device, and runs across multiple operating systems.
Okay, and the goal would be what?
Well, our goal for retail activity optimization is to improve sales performance, driving revenue and margin per square foot while also reducing our cost to serve. So we must identify a set of improved outcomes that we would like to achieve beyond the compliance and efficiency expectations that we have today.
Okay. Well, regardless of which customers offer the highest potential, ensuring that products are placed according to the planogram for all customers is critical, right?
Oh, absolutely. We need to ensure that products are positioned appropriately. Using image recognition and analyzing it with KPIs from the planograms enables an organization to measure compliance for their trade activity and ensure they're getting maximum value from the event. And of course, we need to present the results of these checks in an intuitive way that empowers the sales rep to execute the strategy which is right for the store.
I understand, Joe, that the optimization process is driven by the analysis of data captured in the field. Could you talk about that?
Sure. Large amounts of data are captured by field users in store, as we just discussed, in measuring trade compliance. With vast quantities of information available, we either need to filter the information into actionable insights surfaced through these KPIs or the guardrails we've set up, which readily allow manual intervention and the ability to expose and solve for exceptions, or automatically schedule corrective actions, such as additional visits or objectives to complete within a current or future visit at the store. The key is to enable the field personnel to spend more time with customers that offer the highest potential.
Following up on that thought, Joe, manufacturers are stepping up to take responsibility for the optimal presentation of their own products in retail outlets. How important is this to compete effectively with other manufacturers?
Well, it's vital for the manufacturers. If we think about the term perfect store, it describes the combination of measurements and KPIs used to determine the overall success of the retail execution strategy within a store or a segment. Creating the perfect store definition from the perspective of our own brands can be challenging. It's an ongoing task. Due to the nature of the competitive industry and the ever-changing products, promotions, and retail outlets that we deal with. We therefore need to ensure that the perfect store KPIs and targets are continuously defined, monitored, and adjusted based on the sales impact.
And how do you determine the perfect store, Joe?
Well, for the perfect store, we look to analyze several things. We have a suggested product assortment versus the actual ranged products within the store. Out of stocks, of course, are a very important factor. Compliance with trade promotion terms, and compliance with what I call a realogram versus a planogram, so the actual reality of the assortment that exists on the store shelf itself. Price versus recommended or agreed price, the share of shelf versus competition and segment targets, and then finally, of course, the orders themselves.
Before we close, could you sum up the value and benefits of effective retail activity optimization?
Oh, sure. We can reduce costs by optimizing our call coverage, focusing on customers who drive growth. We will also increase sales by enabling sales teams to spend more time on brand building and the business building activities. We know manufacturers spend heavily on trade promotion activities, so ensuring that the promotions are correctly implemented and are compliant with the defined mechanics is critical to bringing value to these promotions. Monitoring out of stocks, looking for trends in out of stock can both help avoid lost sales. Analyzing store stocks for compliance with the appropriate product ranges based on store size, the location, the demand in the local area will also have a large impact.
Okay, well, that's great. Any closing thoughts?
In closing, the key to succeeding at retail activity optimization is delivering actionable insights. Our sales intelligence tools allow us to gain insights into the performance of the sales team, the key brands, the promotional activities. The insights we can gain allow us to plan and manage the field teams with ever-increasing accuracy, and therefore ensure compliance with corporate objectives in the perfect store strategy that we're running out in the field with our retail operations.
Good enough. Thanks, Joe. To follow up with Joe Bellini, you can email him at joe.bellini@afsi.com. For more information about AFS Technologies, please visit www.afsi.com. Until the next time, this is John Karolewski signing off for CPG Matters and AFS Technologies.